All right, good morning, everyone. It is June 11th, 2021 at 8:47 in the morning, and this is my morning strategy session. And first up is CRISPR. It's a gene therapy company. Now, I've played this one before, and I didn't do well on it. I don't remember how much I lost on it. I mean, I don't take a lot of risk on any trade that I take, so it couldn't have been, it probably wasn't anything more than $300 or $400. But I don't remember doing well on this one. It's been a bit tricky for me. Now, pre-market here, I've got the extended on, and for whatever reason, it's telling me on TradingView that the pre-market is at 123.72, but I'm looking at the level 2, and it says the level 2 is at 129.30. So in recent history, some of these things that have popped up haven't sold off. I mean, it kind of depends on what the stock is and what the news is and so on. Some of them haven't experienced profit taking and just continue to rise after the open. That's not my strategy. So anyway, I have levels on this one at 122.57 and 117.99. That's a pretty wide spread. I took my Fibonacci, I think, let's see how far back I took my fib. I took my Fibonacci all the way back to the 13th of May on this one. So it's a rather volatile stock, and it does put in big moves. So to see it sell off that far, it would actually be pretty surprising. But I don't I don't trust the stock. I don't have a lot of experience trading this one, and so I'm just going to kind of play it safe, essentially. Next up is a small cap momentum play. This is an interesting play here. NOVN study of skin infection gel shows positive results. Shares climb. And it's a treatment, it has a gel therapy SB206 to treat the skin infection molluscum contagiosum. Produced positive results. So let's look up molluscum contagiosum. Here, let's see if it'll play the. Yeah, it's not playing it. Is it playing it? There's a thing here. There's a horn here to play. Let's see if I have my volume up. Oh, I won't play it. All right. Common skin infection caused by a pox virus. This causes round, firm, painless bumps and may appear anywhere in the body. Very common, more than 3 million cases per year in the U.S. Treatable by a medical professional. Rarely requires lab test or imaging. Can last several months or years, transmitted through direct contact and sexual contact. Common for ages 5 and under. Urgent medical attention recommended. All right, well, so there's a phase, let's see, what phase is this trial in? Currently, there are no molluscum therapies approved in the United States. The gel safety profile is consistent with previous studies and no serious adverse effects were reported, the company said. 32% of patients experiencing total clearance at week 12, 43% of patients with total clearance or one remaining lesion at week 12. I'm pleased to say the data demonstrated SB206 can be a powerful treatment option to shorten the duration of this contagious disease. Tomoko Maedi Chubachi, NOVN Senior Vice President, Medical, said in a release. All right, well, I wonder where it is in its phase trials. Well, anyway, yeah, the market is rewarding it. I actually did play this pre-market for a quick trade of 25 cents. I bought in at about $14.50 and sold at about $14.75. You can see here in the pre-market, it's catching a bid. So I'll be trading the 1 minute chart on this. see, pre-market has 7 million shares traded already on shares outstanding are 151 million, and the float is only 14.33 million on shares outstanding of 151 million. I wonder how accurate TradingView's total common shares outstanding is at 151 million after a 1-for-10 split. So it sounds to me, I think Trade Ideas probably has the right number at 14.33 million float, rather than, if this thing had total shares outstanding of 151 million, the float would be a lot bigger than 14.33 million. So, yeah, okay. It's got a float. I like to see the floats a little bit lower, but a 14 million share float would be okay. So I'll be watching it for a momentum setup on the 1-minute chart. Next up, we have AMC. Now, this is a short squeeze, and I've forgotten how many, what the short float percentage is on AMC. I'm going to dig it up on Yahoo here real quick, and we'll go and look at. I've got both GME and AMC up this morning. As of right now, I don't plan on trading either GME or AMC, but I've just got them up on watch. If if the bears capitulate, if this thing really starts to take off and the bears capitulate, then it's going much, much higher. I think GME just recently had earnings too, so let's look up the short float here real quick. Go to statistics. I'm looking on a different machine. The machine that I chart on is different from the machine that I trade on, which is different from the machine that I have Trade Ideas running on. I don't want any of the sort of different functions that I do contaminate either my charts or my trading platform. So let's see here. All right, short ratio, short percent of float on AMC is at 22.85%. Let's look up the same for GME. On the statistics, being short a stock, it's looking to me like the S&P is about to start moving into new highs, and being short a stock is just not a good idea. All right, so short percent of float on GME is 29.34%. So it's possible today we could see some upside on AMC and GME. I'm not holding my breath. These things are really crowded trades, so on and so on. But if we get capitulation, if it happens today, watch out. It's going to be a rocket ride to the upside. AMST, let's check my notes on the AMST. Let's see here. No news that I could find on AMST. Let me do a new search here real quick on Street Smart Edge to see AMST. Oops, wrong keyboard. Let me go over to this keyboard. AMST. Still no news on AMST. It's catching a bid for whatever reason. I don't know if this is technical. This could be continuation from something that, see, the last announcement for news was on May 12th. It caught a bid yesterday. I don't know from what. Perhaps there'll be continuation today. I don't know. And then there's GBS. GBS. It's no news. So no news is in my notes. Let's take a second look here now that we're closer to 9 o'clock. Oh yeah, the news is GBS shares surged 47% in pre-market Friday. It doesn't say why, it doesn't give a reason why, it's just that's the news. So with no news, no catalyst, I really don't like this prospect of trading. Small cap momentum. There's got to be something to make it move. And actually, while I'm at it, let me see if this price is correct on GME here. I'm going to look at the level 2. 232 roughly. Yeah, 232 to 233.70 is what I'm seeing on the ask and the bid. The ask at 233.70, of course, and 232.10 on the bid right now, with 232.92. Yeah, the chart really isn't keeping up pre-market. I don't know why it's not doing that. It's what I pay for. Kind of annoying about TradingView. Sometimes it just doesn't keep up with the sometimes the charts just don't keep up with the level 2 with the level 2. All right, so NOVN definitely popped up there. It is definitely catching a bid. I'll probably wait to see what happens on NOVN after the open. I'm guessing that it'll catch a bid, run up, sell off a little bit, and then catch another bid, but we'll see. All right, then the broader market. So if if it opened up right now, let's see, all-time closing high. I think it made, I don't remember if it closed at an all-time high yesterday, or if it just poked through the all-time high. It looked like it closed at an all-time high yesterday. And if it opened right now, 423.61 was the close. Yeah, that looks like a new all-time high. And so the S&P really could be finding a bid here. This is the VIX, and you can see yesterday the VIX tapped the bottom of the gap here and went straight down to the support line. Kind of caught some support. My support line isn't perfect there, so I might need to go back and do a readjustment, because you can see down here these sort of approaches to the support line. Anyway, I don't know. Will it break down below this support line today? I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll keep an eye on the relative strength indexes for overbought and oversold conditions. I'd rather see overbought conditions on the VIX, because that would signal, and then coming out of those conditions, that would signal an opportunity to be long the SPY for a trade. All right. So that is my morning strategy session. Not just to kind of recap, other than NOVN and CRSP, I'm not really seeing much that interests me in a trade. AMC and GME could get interesting with the SPY popping up to new all-time highs, buyers coming in, and the short squeeze kind of really ramping up could happen. I mean, there's good news on AMC. They've been upgraded from credit rating of CCC minus to CCC plus, which is still junk. It's like upgrading junk to better junk, but it is good news. And they've got enough cash apparently to be able to survive for a while now. They did some 1.1 billion plus in equity sales. The stock ramps up through the roof, and the company, I guess, had some stock they could release and generate cash from. So they've got a lifeline. That's why their credit rating went up. So yeah. All right, everyone. Good luck out there today. Keep your risk tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you at the recap. I am out.